Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly install PySN on a Mac. If you've seen other PySN videos, you know that the script often runs on idle, so performance is not what we're after. But this video could still be a bit painful for me, because I am a Windows guy and my machine has 64 gigabytes RAM, and this install demo is on a 10 years old Mac Air with only 8 gigabytes RAM and Big Sur. Alright, I already have videos showing Windows and Linux install, and the process is very similar. So to make it a bit different, we're going to install a beta version. Beta because changes implemented were not posted yet to the main branch. So the beta is currently version 1.04 and will make it to the main branch soon. If you do install PySN on a Mac, I do recommend installing this 1.04 version or a later version. Alright, you're ready. Let's head to the GitLab repo. Scroll to the README and look into what's needed for installing a beta version. Turns out all we have to do is to click that button to copy those 3 commands in the clipboard. Let's go back on the machine and open a terminal on the desktop. Now, I did create a keyboard shortcut for myself to open a terminal at a folder. So please make sure that the prompt shows that you are installing on the desktop. Let me paste the content of my clipboard and press Enter. You can see that a PySN digest folder appears on the desktop and that a print on the terminal confirms that we are on the beta branch. Okay, let's go back to GitLab and find specific instructions for macOS on the beta branch. More specifically, we look at setting up the virtual environment. Again, let's copy the command and head back to the terminal. I shouldn't have closed it, because it was already open at the PySN digest location, but no big deal. Let's paste and hit Enter. A bunch of files are being downloaded and installed. At the end, we see that a shortcut bundle called PySN.app is created. Let's move it to the desktop. Now, let's go back one more time to GitLab and let's try to locate instructions to integrate PySN with the Supernote Partner App. Very important, if you do use Supernote Cloud, please skip this. This is only for people who either use another cloud solution and want to use the Supernote Partner App, or people who simply don't want their data with any cloud provider. Again, skip this if you are using Supernote Cloud, because the Supernote Cloud Synchronizer will likely be extremely confused otherwise. Now let's play a few Q&As. Question 1. Why would you want to use the Supernote Partner App? Well, for one, it's a fast and excellent viewer that displays native .note files and annotations without conversion. It also reproduces the flair of the Supernote experience. Question. Why isn't everybody on the Supernote Partner App? Well, some people prefer to use other cloud providers than the Supernote Cloud or no cloud provider at all. If you fall in that category and you don't have PySN, you'd need to come up with your own synchronization mechanism. With PySN, we can provide such synchronization if PySN's backup files are directed to be in the same location of the files used by the Supernote Partner App. Makes sense? See below the link to download the Supernote Partner App. In retrospect, I'll change that to direct folks to the Supernote website. I'm not going to show the installation of the Supernote Partner App. I already installed it. But please note that you'll need to activate the software by logging into your account. You can see that I have no data. Again, I caution you to check that there is no synchronization or activation of Supernote Cloud that takes place. Alright, so the objective here is to find where the Supernote Partner App stores its files and then change PySN's default settings for the backup folder so that it matches the Supernote Partner App folder. Back to the instructions. Follow them to locate the precise storage location of the Supernote Partner App. I personally found it much easier to locate it on Windows. Okay, so you want to head to a folder where you can retrieve a long number. I am guessing here, folks. I don't have 2 Supernote accounts, but this is how I would proceed. Copy this path on your clipboard, replacing the user between brackets by your username, and use the Mac Go to Folder tool. Then look for a long number. Then build the long path and copy it to your clipboard. Now head to PySN settings, located at PySN digest folder, sn_vault, user_settings.json, and set the value of the backup key. While you're at it, also check that PySN input settings match the folder on the Supernote, that the author name is yours, and that the Supernote IP address is correct. Save. Launch PySN. This is a slow Mac, and the first time it takes a long time to execute. But you can see that we are running version 104, and that PySN found my Supernote on the USB port. The backup files are available as soon as PySN has run the inventory of the files. The conversion to PDF, Markdown, HTML, and Digest takes much more time. You can see that the Supernote Partner App has the data populated. Let me fast forward. Let me also check a few functionalities. For details, please refer to the Python for Supernote Installation and Features Overview YouTube video. The link is in the description. Also, let me quickly edit this project's notebook to illustrate how subsequent script execution work. It's indeed faster because PySN doesn't process files whose signatures are already in its registry. We can see that the new file is available on the Supernote Partner App. We can also see that the previous file was archived in the Archive subfolder. The Mac behavior is strange here, because in reality this is a zip file. Perhaps because macOS also has its own note format. Alright, that's all for this video. Hope this helps and happy writing.